Hi everyone! Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I've spoken to you guys and I've missed you. But life has been really crazy, super busy, but it's all been fantastic, so it's really good. And it's been summer over here, so it's been hot as well. But you know, we can always use some of that. You know, the heat's quite nice actually, I quite enjoy it. I mean, I don't like it really hot, but just having some warm days is, you know, really brightens up your mood, I think, you know. So I know that you guys are still in the head of your winter, so I hope that well, I'm sure that's going to be easing off soon, because it's March now, my goodness. So basically you guys are heading into spring, so I'm sure it's going to be lovely there soon. You know, it's going to be flowers blossoming and people in the park and all sorts of lovely stuff going on. It'll be great. So yeah, but life's been really full on, but great, you know. It's always good to keep busy. I always said to everybody before I even went on New Zealand's Got Talent and everything, I don't mind working hard, you know. I just need to be given the opportunities to do that, because this is what I love. I adore singing, and I can't imagine doing anything else. I guess I would if I had to, but you know, this is my dream, to be able to make a living and sustain my life by singing, you know. So basically I'm just sort of living my dream right now, you know, and I'm really thankful and really lucky. And I've got so much support around me from people here in New Zealand and from people overseas, and of course from all of you guys as well. So I'm very privileged, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are enjoying the music and enjoying what I'm offering you. You know, that just makes me the happiest person alive. So thank you so much for being there and being a great support. So yeah, so this week I'm going over to my old hometown where I grew up. I lived there for 17 years in a little town at the top of the South Island called Picton, and yeah, I had a lot of supporters over there. So I've got my own show going there at the Marlborough Club, and so it's going to be lots and lots of fun. Hopefully lots of tickets have been sold, and the place holds 300 people, so hopefully that'll be filled to capacity. They assure me that a lot of people are interested, so it's really cool if I can get a good crowd. I mean, you know, I'd be happy with just 50 or so, you know. The numbers don't really mean anything, because a lot of my students actually come to me, because I have my own private students as well for singing, and they all say things like, how do you get over your nerves? You know, you look so comfortable on stage. And the one piece of advice I always give them to begin with is, if you're performing in front of a big crowd of people and, you know, you're so nervous and you're just like, you want everybody to enjoy it, obviously, you just find that one person in the crowd who looks like they're having a really great time, and you just focus on that one person. You just keep looking at them and you just sing for them. Don't matter about anybody else. You know, if everybody else could be sitting there yawning and just looking like they're half dead, and as long as that one person in the crowd is enjoying it, then you've got one person that you're going to be singing for the whole show. So, you know, and just focus on that, because they're enjoying it, even if nobody else is. But I'm sure everybody's enjoying it. Like I go to lots of rest homes and things to sing, and you know, most of the people there are either asleep or they just got this really grumpy look on their face. But you know, at the end they come up to you and they say, we've really enjoyed that. So you know, you can't really tell off anyone's facial expression or their body language when you're a performer how much they're actually enjoying you, because they're probably just relaxed. You know, they're just sitting there and just listening and yeah, just having a good time. But you know, a lot of people don't express that in their face necessarily, but yeah, usually they do come up, and then you feel better about it. So it's always good to have that feedback anyway. But yeah, no, this Marlborough Club gig will be really exciting. It'll be great to go back and sing for my old folks in my old stomping ground there. And I'm doing a show through the ages, so I'm starting in 1930s and going all the way to 1990s, and then in the second act I'm doing my own music. So that'll be lots of fun, because a lot of people who don't actually know me personally, or don't know me sort of, you know, in a sort of private way, don't realise that I'm a songwriter as well, because I was never really sort of forthcoming about that on New Zealand's Got Talent, because I just sang songs that people knew. You know, I thought that was the best way to get through, and obviously it worked. So you know, it got me through, and I'm very grateful for that. But you know, it's also nice that people do know that I write songs as well, and I play a little bit of keyboard, and you know, and I'm really passionate about those things. And but I'm really looking forward to performing down there and doing this show. It's going to be really, really big. But I have run it once before. I ran it last weekend. I did a show up in the Wellington region, just up the road a little bit, and so I did the show, the same set I'm going to do down in Picton, and that worked really, really well. So so I'm quite confident about it, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And so yeah, so one of the most popular songs in the whole act, I find, is, and it's one that I perform quite often now, is a little one from the 1960s by Doris Day, and it's a really, really cool little piece. Is it the 60s or the 50s? Oh, it's the 50s, the 1950s, yeah, sorry, 1950s. And yeah, Doris Day, and I sang in that set, you know, I sang some Frank Sinatra, you know, which I love, and you know, and I just say 1950s especially was when Frank Sinatra and Doris Day and people like that, who had popularity in the 30s and the 40s, they really started to like mature into their sort of into their own, really, and they just became really popular in that era. Not that they weren't popular before that, but the 50s was when they really shone, I think. You know, they sort of just achieved a sort of new level of greatness and released some really great music. And so I'm going to sing a Doris Day one as part of my 50s set, which is called Que Sera, Sera. And that's a great one to sing. It's a real crowd pleaser, like everybody sings along, and it's just fantastic. You know, that gives me a real buzz when people actually sing along with what I'm singing. So I'm going to sing that for you today, right now. So I hope you enjoy it. When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Then I grew up and fell in love. I asked my sweetheart, what lies ahead? Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. It was so much fun to sing that. Everybody just, especially my target audience, you know, like usually they're about the 50 and 60-year-olds, they just love that song. So I suppose it reminds me of their childhood and things. So yeah, I love singing that one in my set. And I do 21 songs in the first act. It's an hour and a half worth of singing, and then I do 10 originals in the second act. So it's basically, it's about a with the break in the middle, it's about a 2 3/4 to 3 hour show. So it's a pretty long stretch, but it's lots and lots of fun, and I'm really looking forward to doing that this weekend. So I guess I'll talk to you guys after I do that, and I hope you're all doing really, really well, and thank you so much as ever for being the wonderful supporters you all are, and for encouraging me and just being there and being my friends. I really appreciate it. I love you all. See you later.